Welcome to Would I Lie to You Cloud Boys Edition. Round by round by round, we take the hot seat and give our story. The panelists then have to decide if it's a truth or a lie. Let's get into it.
In this round, we will have a special guest. This guest has an association with one of the panelists. The panelists have to convince the individual on the hot seat that they are in fact the one telling the truth. Please welcome our guest, Maria.
Hi Maria, long time. Yeah, I know Maria because she was my first swimming teacher back at school.
Swimming teacher, yeah?
Yeah.
What year were you in?
I was in year 6.
Year 6, and you just knew her for that 1 year?
As in, explaining it again, it wasn't at school.
Right.
It was when I was like outside of school.
Extracurricular?
Yeah, exactly.
Your parents didn't sign you up to no swimming class. How old were you then?
Well, in year 6 I was 11.
He's 11 in year 6, and that was your swimming teacher. And what sort of swimming techniques did Maria teach you?
Front crawl, back crawl, and a bit of breaststroke as well.
Right, interesting.
Couldn't get to the butterfly.
You couldn't get to the butterfly. And where was this swimming pool?
What do you mean?
Where was this swimming pool?
There used to be a school opposite my house actually.
So,
but it's the school you went to.
So it wasn't part of school.
Yeah.
But it wasn't part of school, so you went to another school.
Because it was opposite my house.
Right.
The school where I was learning the swimming classes, that was a high school. And obviously I'm in year 6, so I'm not gonna go to that school, am I?
And were these sessions one-on-one, or were there other kids?
Not other kids as well.
There were other kids as well. And how did you find this class? How did you find Maria?
As in at the time, I can't lie, it was really scary. Because there was actually once, one bit where I was like the last kid about to jump into deep end.
Yeah.
And the class is finished.
Yeah.
And everyone's looking at this like chubby little gutti kid.
Yeah.
And waiting for him to like jump in. And in the end, my dad was just looking at me and just gave me the eyes, staring at me. And I was like, cool, just had to jump in. And the most embarrassing thing to it was everyone's laughing. Like at the end, everyone's clapping and be like, oh, hey, but it's like a sarcastic one. So also a very traumatizing experience, which you did nothing to help for that. So
you know what, I'm getting some vibes, you know, I'm getting some Maria Jagga connection here, so we'll find out.
So hey Maria, really nice to see you, man. It's been a really long while, man. So I know Maria from our salsa classes. We met in the salsa class. I was in the beginner class, and we learned quite a few moves, man. He was a good instructor, so that's how I know Maria.
To be fair, Amo, you are a good dancer.
Thank you.
But how old were you when you started these salsa classes?
So this is about a year ago, man. It's not been long, has it, Maria? So
I thought you said it's been a long time since you've seen her.
a year is long.
Right, okay. And where were these salsa classes?
So this is in the jewelry corps in Acapella. So there's a bar called Acapella. They do classes every Thursday, every Friday, depending on your sort of level of understanding.
Right. And you just went alone, or did you go with someone?
So I've been with friends, I've been with family as well, I've been with my wife, I've been with Jasmine as well. So the class was quite good. It went at my pace. I learned a few bachatas, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good class.
That was the thing I was going to ask. What was the first move that Maria taught you?
To be honest, I attended a few sessions. I can't remember any of the moves or any of the sort of routines, but I know there's a front step, back step. After that, it's all a blur, man.
It's all a blur. Maybe you could show us a move, just, I don't know, prove it.
yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Can we see you swim as well?
If you've got a swimming pool, yeah, I'm down.
Well, listen, there's a front step, there's a back step, and then you've got a 12, you know. Then
I can't imagine this right now. I need a practical.
You're going to join me right now?
Well, I'm not the one who learned it, bro.
Surely you can show us move with Maria, right?
Yeah.
If that's your instructor. And
Okay. So basically, how do we take this?
Do you want a simple one or do you want a difficult one?
I'll go for the beginner class that we did, right?
Okay. Front one,
Front one,
back one,
back one.
front one, back one.
That's easy. See,
And then hips, you gotta go away.
See, I remember this one. This one was good.
it's all coming back.
This is part 2. Yeah. See, thank you, Maria.
You know what? We've had 2 good stories so far, you know. This is a tough one. But let's see what Amrit's got to say.
Yeah, hello Maria. It's good to see you again. I haven't seen Maria for a while actually, but Maria and I we used to work together.
Right.
So I've left that place since then, but Maria's still there.
Right.
Yeah.
Maria's a lawyer, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's a solicitor.
A solicitor. And what law does Maria do?
We both practice human rights and like, so you know what I was doing before, basically, yeah. Human
Right.
rights and like public law.
Right. And how long did you work together with Maria? It's taking a while here. Story's not lining up. Surely you know how long you worked with her, right?
Well, I'm just trying to, since 2019.
I hope she didn't work with you, because that's insulting what you just did there.
Since 2019, I was trying to think when I moved to her office. So I was at a different office, and then I moved to the office where Maria was in February. Was it February 2019? I can't remember now.
Did you ever do any cases with Maria, or?
No. Maria was.
I don't trust him.
No,
That's enough. I've heard enough.
Maria was in a different team. I was in a different team.
I've heard enough. I'll tell you what. I'm going to discount Amrit straight away, because I think if he's worked with someone, he wouldn't look as awkward as he just did, and he would have been fine. We had a good swimming story here. You know what? He pulled out one from a memory there. You know, he opened up a bit. I'm not going to lie. So
Traumatic experience.
you know what? To share something like that, that's crazy. Even though Ammo looked like he learnt the moves for the first time. So I don't trust Ammo. I'm going to say Jump Girl is the connection here.
Okay, Maria, can you now reveal who is your true association?
So I used to work with Amrit.
Oh way!
Also, thank you. You were such a great sport. Thank you. You're great.
Thank you so much for coming in. That was amazing.
The most accurate story, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yo, I can't lie. I actually thought you were the one. I thought you were the one.
No one was Amrit in it.
No one trusted Amrit.
In this round, each panelist will read the statement on the card. The other panelists have to decide whether the statement is true or a lie.
My turn. I felt the biggest betrayal of my life when an Asda worker caught me stealing and acted like he was not going to escalate this further. But the story ends in me having got slapped by my mom.
Wait, so can you repeat that, please? The first bit.
I felt the biggest betrayal of my life when an Asda worker caught me stealing and acted like he was not going to escalate this further.
Okay.
When
Why
was
is
this?
it a betrayal that he did escalate further? That's why he felt betrayed.
He acted, yeah. So I was in one of the aisles, and they used to put toys in the crisp packets back in the day. So I went into one of the aisles, I just opened a crisp packet, started ruffling, took a toy out, felt a tap on my shoulder. Lo and behold, it was an Asda worker. Now the Asda worker took one look at me. I'm not saying it was racially motivated, I know I was stealing, but took one look at me. He said, "Where's your mom?" Right? "Who are you here with?" I said, "My mom's over there, but just don't tell her that what happened. Right? Just leave me alone. Just let me run away. I'm a little kid, right?"
How old? How little?
I can't remember. I was a little youth, just running around. I was about 10 maybe.
Okay.
So at 10 years old, you went to steal a toy out of a crisp packet.
Listen,
What crisp packets were these?
these were like, it was a multi-pack. I can't remember exactly what crisp
I've
it was.
never seen any toys in crisp packets.
Yeah. Did you mean to say cereal or something?
No. There was there were toys and stickers, and you used to get like Tazos and stuff. You did, and you get sticker packs in crisp packets.
Okay, so what were you stealing specifically?
So it was a Looney Tunes sticker.
Looney Tunes sticker.
Looney Tunes sticker.
In what sort of
Did you put
crisps?
that on your clock, the Looney Tunes?
It was a multi-pack crisp, so I can't remember
You can't
exactly
remember
what
the brand.
multi-pack it was, but I opened the multi-pack, and then there
Okay.
was obviously loads of sealed packets in there. So I wasn't trying to contaminate anyone's food. I had a ruffle around, took what I needed, but then I got grassed up to my
So
mum.
there's a toy in the multi-packs, but not in the crisps themselves.
Correct.
Oh, so it
I've
wasn't
never-
in the crisps
I've never come
itself.
across that.
I've never come across that.
Not in the crisps itself, in the multi-pack of the
Right,
crisps.
right. So that's what I mean. So you just open the multi-pack to get the
If
toy.
you said like
That's correct. That's
cereal-
exactly what I said,
If you
Amrit.
said cereal, that would have been believable, bro. Come on, man.
A cereal.
Yeah.
Listen.
Which multi-pack does that? I've not. Walkers are the only multi-packs we know in the UK.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially back
But there are several
especially back
multi-packs
then.
of crisps, Amrit.
Yeah, look.
Especially when he was 10 as well, right?
Yeah, so this is going back when.
Walkers have never done toys.
I just thought,
I didn't say it was Walkers.
I just think you would remember at least what brand crisps they were.
No, I don't remember the brand of crisps. My mind was like, my heart was beating.
10 years
I'm a little
old.
kid, man. I'm like, this is
10
like.
years old is not a little kid. You would do something like that.
You lot are going on like this is money heist. I planned
No,
it
but
all.
then-
I knew exactly what crisp it was, exactly what aisle it was, and I was going there.
Yeah, let's make
Listen,
it
so at
believable.
I used to collect stickers. Yeah, I don't know what's hard to believe here. I used to collect stickers.
Looney Tunes,
Yeah,
at 10.
I saw the multi-pack advertised the toy on top. I was like, this is my opportunity. I want these stickers, Looney Tunes. I wanted the Tasmanian Devil. That's exactly what I wanted. And I saw, you know what? I
What was in the
stickers?
No, what, so you wanted the Tasmanian Devil?
Oh, I didn't get to open the toy. I got betrayed.
Right. I think you know what? You make it sound believable. This could have happened, right? But not at 10. You do not do that.
I think 10's a
I'm
bit
not
too old.
confirming
For,
10. I might have been younger.
I think 10's a bit too old for Looney Tunes.
I might have been. I could have been younger.
No, it's not. It's not. He's had a Looney Tune clocks in his room for like.
That's gone now.
Oh,
I did have it
okay.
until the age of 22.
So
Yeah.
did this person tell your mum then, this staff member?
He did. So I said, my parents are over there, but just don't say anything. He said I won't, and that was the betrayal. Because at that age, I was like, fucking got away with one there. Next thing, he escorts me to my mum, and next thing I know, I'm blackout.
And
Stuff
wait,
on my face.
Wait, she slapped you in the actual supermarket?
Nah, she
or
took me
afterwards?
home, straight cupboard there, and then all the band knew about it. The family knew. It was the talk of the town for the next week.
I don't.
Why would it be the talk of the town?
Exactly.
When I say talk of the town, I say talk of like my family.
Right. Again, which Asda was this in?
As the Great Bridge.
Asda Great Bridge at 10 years old.
No, I'm not buying it, man.
Did you live in Handsworth at that time?
You can still shop
I did
around.
not.
It doesn't mean he's just like
No, but
confined to Handsworth.
What were you doing in Asda so far? Because you lived nowhere near at that point.
It wasn't.
He's like a little kid. He doesn't make the decision of
Yeah.
which Asda to go to.
But you know what? Look, mum and dad, right there. Even if you are, you're gonna go for your general shop.
Listen,
you're not gonna go.
if,
Alright,
if
I think
it's
that's-
separate stories, yeah, we'll be here all day.
Okay, let me ask something. Let me ask something.
I've already decided. I've made my mind up. It's a lie.
You guys?
I feel like there's a lot of details missing, but I don't know if you're purposely missing them out. So
So, truth or lie?
I think there's not enough substance there, so it's a lie.
I'm gonna give it a lie too.
Yeah. Well, you're all stupid as fuck because it's the truth. Ha! Fooled you bitches.
So this prop has always been in my dad's car, and if it's not in the mirror, like he doesn't drive the car because of the fear of bad luck. So once he realised the gloves were not in the car, so he parked up on the hard shoulder and made my mum meet us before he continued the rest of the journey.
So
Right. What prop is in question?
I'm about to show you now.
Right.
the gloves.
Yeah, so it's these gloves, you know,
Right.
with the little kundars on them.
Tell me which Vasaki Mela you got them at.
This is going back, to be fair, you can get them from anyone, but I think this is going back to like 2005.
2005.
They
Yeah.
were back then.
Obviously.
How
These have been about for years.
To be fair, yeah.
So you were still of the age of single figure digits, and you know that it was bought in 2005.
Yeah, I've got a good memory. I think I was about 9.
yeah, to be fair.
9 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of stuff at 9.
He didn't even. You had no consciousness at 9.
Yeah, you don't have consciousness, but if your dad's that
Consciousness? Of course you do at 9. What do you mean?
So,
You're telling me you don't remember anything from when you were 9 years old?
so your dad made you stop the car.
No, he made my mum.
You made your mum stop the car.
And then he stopped the car and made my mum bring them in it.
Why were they outside the
Like,
car
where,
anyway?
where were you heading? Like, was you just 2 miles away from home and then she
Why? So if your dad is
That's a
so
great
innocent-
Hold on, who's asking the question? There's a lot
Okay,
going on.
one sec. I've got one good one here.
Tell you.
Right, okay, yes. So you said your dad never goes anywhere. So you're driving on the motorway. How did they happen to be outside the car anyway? If it was so important.
Because I've just bought a new car and I wanted to put them on mine.
Right.
So like, that's why.
So you moved them from your dad's car to yours.
Yeah. And I didn't realise it was that deep for him. So like, that's why I had to.
So you remember the fact that it was they were bought in 2005, but you didn't remember that it was that.
Yeah, because I just got a new car and I was like, yo, I want that in mine. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it was.
How long ago did this happen?
It was actually quite recent because I was telling you before, like, I only recently bought that.
Back in 2005,
Yeah.
what car was it in?
Oh man, we had a Hyundai man back then.
Yeah. So hold
Classic.
on. How far away from your house was your dad?
To be fair, it wasn't that far because we were able to go back and give it to him. I think it was just like, it's like on the M6. Like
So he was
Sutton
on the
Junction.
motorway.
Yeah. He pulled over. Then I had to go give
So why
it to
did
him.
he, if it was so important to him, why did he not realize as soon as he got in the car that the gloves are missing?
Because if something's always there, you don't go out and look for it, do you? You just assume it's going to be
Well,
there.
if I had those gloves in my car and they were really important to me, and I was about to make a motorway journey, I think I would notice.
That's you, innit?
Right. So he calls your mom.
Yeah.
He calls your mom, and your mom gets into which car?
Well, she basically, he called my mom and I had to go. That's what it was.
Oh, you had to go.
Yeah.
I thought your mum went.
No, but he called my mom thinking she was at home. But then she called me because she was at work and I had to go.
Right.
And did your dad give you a bollocking for that or not?
Prefer not to speak.
So you parked up behind him on the motorway
Yeah.
and you found him first time?
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. That wasn't very convincing there.
What do you mean? That's not that hard.
I'm just
it's not that hard to spot innit?
All right. Is it anything to do with the fact that obviously there's a condom on the gloves and it's
Yeah.
like seen as a
Yeah, legit. That's why.
there's a personal connection that your dad had?
Yeah. Obviously.
Are those the actual gloves or are these different? Is this like another one or is that the actual gloves you got from me?
No, these are. I still need to get some for myself.
They're the,
So these are
they're the actual gloves.
Yeah, yeah.
Your dad's not driving right now, is he?
Huh? No.
To be fair,
That's why I was a bit late today because I had to drop them off.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? That's why. I
See how all the stories conveniently
So
fitting in now?
basically-
He turns up an hour late.
those gloves are
But
not 20
legit.
year old, bro. I'm telling you, those gloves do not look 20 years old.
Can we have a look?
What
at
do you
the
mean? It's not like I haven't been boxing with them.
Can we
do you know what I mean? Like,
Can it's in the sun?
Can we have a look?
yeah, can you have a look?
It would
Yeah.
fade
It
off.
fade off in the sun, right?
It would definitely.
These look brand new, like he just bought them on the way.
No.
DTF so road.
It's not that torca, bro.
Torca.
No,
We won't be cooking in the car, bro.
these are not. You're not telling me these have been hung in a car. Look at the string, it's clean white
It
string.
is clean white.
Would you?
These are valid points.
Are you guys- are
It
you
looks
guys not
spanking
clean
new,
people?
yeah? It was in a Hyundai since 2005, and you're telling me it's not got one bit of mail on there?
Yeah, that man is gonna be on.
Where's the mail coming from? Do you guys
That's what
not
I mean.
clean
Yeah.
your Gandia?
Because
What is going
it rubs
on?
against the mirror thing and also the dust.
What?
If you don't want
Show me how it rubs against the mirror. Show me.
even like just like this, or go up and down.
What is that?
Like, imagine this is the black thing, right?
Yeah.
When you're driving your car, it's gonna be like doing this bit.
Do you know what colour the wing mirror was?
The wing mirror.
The mirror.
Black, it's black, isn't it? So it's gonna be like it's gonna rub off on it.
Actually, it's like grey, isn't it?
yeah, so
exactly.
it's still gonna rub off.
Sorry, you're going to put loads of mail. You're going to put more mail on it in 1 minute than there's been in 20 years, yeah?
Yeah, listen, these are special, okay?
Yeah, I don't buy the story. Then you,
You don't buy it, yeah? Are you buying the story?
How about the story?
I'll buy it as well, to be
I
fair.
don't buy the story. All the brand new gloves.
I don't know, I'm halfway now. I wasn't buying it until the brand new point.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Like, how much wear and tear are going to be on something like this?
When you open
especially
your
if it's something
No,
special,
okay,
you're not
that's
going
the one point. You know the amount of dust that gets into the car, even in the UK.
your car, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, okay, wait. Are you certain it was 2005? That was the year?
I remember it, yeah.
Why do you remember
Because
2005?
we got it at the Nagar Kirtan that year.
Right, but have you not been to the Nagar Kirtan every year since?
Yeah, I represented
So
every
then
year.
how
Wait
can
a
you...
minute. He didn't know where he got the gloves from, right?
No, I did. I told you where I got them.
Okay.
I saw them. You didn't ask me where I got them
even
from.
remember?
Where did you get them from, Jagga?
Then I just told you Nagar Kirtan.
Okay, describe the situation to me if you remember it so clearly.
Okay, so the Nagar Kirtan's finished. We're just chilling
Chilling where?
at the Gurdwara. At the end of it,
Inside or outside?
outside,
Right,
and like obviously you get your chips and beans and all that stuff back in the day.
of course.
So lining up there, had a bit of that, a bit of pizza,
Oh yeah,
and then there's always a store inside,
yeah.
and then where they sell like curry, books, stuff like this. So I was like, that looks really cool. And bought it. That was it. Bought a few books as well actually that day.
You bought a few books.
Yeah.
I still think as well as the as cute as the story is, those gloves are too new.
It's me and it's my deciding vote. I'm gonna say I believe you, Jagga. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I respect that.
Yeah,
That's 2-1, yeah?
2-1. So we have to go. We believe it. Yeah.
Jagga, can you please reveal if this was a lie?
This was a lie.
No way, man.
You had them in your cars before, right?
I didn't even know what they were when I turned them over. I was like, cool.
I once had a Valentine's card I wrote under my pillow.
No, stop it right there. You did not get a Valentine's card.
No,
It's a lie.
You say you wrote one.
I wrote.
Oh, you wrote one.
Yeah.
So I hid it under my pillow, and my mum found it. She couldn't fully understand the words, but the hearts was a big clue. So I had to pretend my sister had a boyfriend, and she got told off there.
Okay.
Right. Hold on. Who were you writing this Valentine's card for?
Well, I will not reveal that.
How old were you?
This was in year 11.
You
Okay,
know what?
the most important question, did you get one back?
No, I couldn't even get it. I couldn't get it to send because it got caught before.
And your sister
okay.
agreed to take the fall for you.
So she knew like I fancied this girl, and yeah, so she just had to take the fall, I guess. Yeah.
This is all a bit wishy-washy, you know.
Do you remember what you wrote in the card?
Not that much. Like that was year 11, so I was about 15, 16. So that is about like 15 years ago.
Was it along the lines of Roses Are Red?
Something like that. It must have been. I used to be like a cheesy guy back then. I used to listen to a lot of like Coldplay and like Oasis and all that stuff. So you like Wonderwall and that. So I was very much inspired by those lyrics. So it must have been something very cheesy and like stupid.
So wait a minute, how old was you?
I was probably 15.
Who wrote Valentine's cards at 15, bro?
15's quite old for a Valentine's.
It's a bit wet for.
No, as in like I really fancied this girl. And I didn't really know how to go about it as well. Like I was gonna,
Hold on. So this girl doesn't know that you're into her, and your first move is to write her a Valentine's
she
card.
knew I was into her because like my friends would always make it obvious every time I was around her. Like in the, like so we used to be like, at break time, we'd all hang out in the like a corridor, like, and then so they would make it obvious and they'd like push me into if I was walking past and stuff. And then I even like later. Towards the end of year 11, I even asked that girl out in that same corridor and she said no, but yeah, that's a different story.
What did she say though when she found it?
Who, my mum?
Yeah, your mum.
I thought you said the girl. I thought the girl never...
No, she never got it in it.
My mum, she was just like, Punjabi, so she couldn't understand. She didn't even know what Valentine's was.
So how did she clock? That's a great point.
Yeah, no, so that's what she basically, I said, like, I had to kind of like, she's like, why are you doing this card and stuff? She saw the love hearts in it. So that's when she got a bit suspect about it. And she was like, why, why are there love hearts on this and stuff? She goes, like, do you like somebody? Like, I didn't want to say to my mum, oh yeah, this is a girl I fancy and so on. But my sister knew about it because I'd told my sister about her like a few weeks back and stuff. Because, yeah. So I just said, oh, this must be, my sister's. And like, yeah, there's a boy that likes her. And he must have said.
So your mum confronted you and you folded under zero pressure. Straight away you were like,
yeah, because I didn't want to say to her, yeah, mum, I like this girl. And she
Hold on. When you're writing a card, it has your name on it.
No,
so how?
I hadn't finished writing it yet, so
you hadn't finished writing it?
Finished writing it?
How long was this card?
No, as in like I hadn't even started writing it properly. So it was just something I'd got.
First draft.
No, it wasn't a first draft. I'd got the. By the way, it took me a long time to get that card as well.
This story is full of holes.
Yeah, that's just like lost all plausibility.
You know how nervous I was sneaking that card into my house.
Why would you leave it under your pillow then, bro?
Because nobody goes under my pillow. It's my room. It's my like bed.
Wait, somebody did. Your mum did.
What made your mum go to your pillow?
No, it's not like she must have been like there doing my bed sheets and stuff. Because she changed. Like I never change my bed sheets. I still don't actually. My mum does most of the times. But like, so she must have gone to change my bed sheets. And that's
the first thing that's come out of your mouth, I believe.
No, but I'm just saying, so at that moment, I was nervous and I didn't know where to put the card. So I sneaked it in. It was Valentine's coming up in like a week's time. I sneaked it in and I was thinking about what to write in there and stuff. But that card already had like love hearts and all that stuff in there. It was like a really cheesy big card. But I remember, I got it from Woolworths at that point. It was open. I got it for £1.50. It was like really expensive.
So you blamed your sister, right?
Yeah.
What happened to the card? Did it get delivered to the recipient?
No, it didn't. Like it just kind of like got lost in my house. Then.
One thing you said earlier. One thing you said.
Never went further.
No, listen. One thing you said earlier was Aman asked if you wrote Roses Are Red and stuff like that, and you're like, oh yeah, it must have been along the lines of that. No. And now you're saying you just had the card and you didn't finish it.
I don't remember what I wrote because I don't remember it 15 years back.
So you just wrote the lines, but forgot to put from Amrit to whoever.
You know what's pretty weak to me?
I want to say this. The reason
this guy,
I was writing like a letter at the same time, so I was going to put that letter inside the card.
Annex 1.
Exhibit C.
But like obviously there was like. I didn't want to ruin the card or something like that, so I wrote a little letter inside. I was just like, basically in the letter I'd said like, how I had feelings for her since year 9. And like,
I think you ruined the card the moment you put it on your unclean bedsheets.
I know, so and then as I said, I was thinking of writing like a little poem in the card itself, but then I wrote
stop this man, I can't take this anymore.
No, let him keep going, man.
Right, okay. What are we saying, boys?
I do feel like I believe him.
And then that girl, by the way, as I said, did reject me afterwards when I did ask her out.
See, I believe a lot of things like that, but I don't believe the overall story.
I just don't believe why you wouldn't complete writing the card.
Because I hadn't even started properly. So like I was taking time to write it, obviously, because I didn't want to like ruin the card. You only get one shot at writing the card.
The fact that I got confiscated, he didn't buy another one.
I'm saying lie.
No, I think I believe him,
I think it's a lie.
I think I believe him.
Alright, well, let's find out, Mal. What is it?
It's a lie.
Oh, what?
Yeah?
That story was full of holes, man.
No, it wasn't.
You chatting the
There
most
was
gas.
some, there was like, I did ask a girl out in the school corridor, she said no. That was year 9.
You guys ready, yeah? So I once started a small fire in my back garden when some relatives were over.
Believable. Because we've done worse things than that.
I went back inside and half an hour later, the neighbours came over saying our shed is on fire and the fire brigade came over.
Right, hold on. Did your dad give you that biggest beatdown of your life?
Bro, I seen your dad give you biggest beatdown just generally. Like, when you
To be honest, it was probably one of my top 5 biggest beatdowns of my life.
Top 5 biggest
Top
beatdown.
5. Yeah.
Explain the beatdown to me. Was it like
Belt
face
up.
to be?
Basically, the Judah went from first gear to 6th gear to reverse and 3rd and 4th.
I thought you were having a wine.
It felt like that, bro.
Right, so hold on. Why were there? How did the fire, just come out of thin air? What happened there? What was the thought process?
No, he set it on fire.
Yeah, how though?
Yeah, so basically I went to my garden, right? And we had the shed in the back. And near the shed there was like this big tree. So like obviously you could go behind the tree and you can you can just chill there, do whatever you want to in it.
Right.
And so when I got some matches, right? And there was some like spare pieces of cardboard just in the black bin nearby, because obviously, you have your recycling in your general household.
When was this?
This is in the back garden.
No, when? Which year?
So you're probably talking about 2005.
Yeah, there was no recycling.
Why is everyone living 2005?
Seems to be a convenient, yeah. When people are lying.
I don't even think there were bins for recycling back then.
Man's mind went blank. Says, yo, what year have I done today?
2005. No, there were actually bins in
never had different
2005.
bins back then.
You did.
No, you didn't.
You did.
Okay, where were you living at that point?
So at that point, I was living in Sheffield.
Sheffield.
You know what? He's digging himself a hole here. He's lying.
I was gonna say, there's not a big tree in your garden, mate, the way you live currently.
Next to the shed.
And there was no shed in his garden, actually.
Okay, hold on.
the shed.
Hold on, why did you do this? What was the thought process behind doing what you were doing?
It's just fun to light a fire, right? You just,
Right, okay. Sheffield. Where in Sheffield was it?
so this is near Firth Park.
Right.
Well, he can chat gas for days about simple. Don't ask irrelevant questions yet, Amrit. The key question here is, right, was it near, you said matches,
Yeah.
right? How, even that's quite hard to light a fire though, just using matches.
What did you light a fire
It's
to?
easy. You just get the match, light the match, right? And you put the cardboard on fire.
To be fair, it's quite easy to
No, so if you let me finish my story, I would have told you that I lit the cardboard, right? And because it was next to the tree and the shed at the same time, so we lit the cardboard. I set it on fire. I went back inside.
Who was with you?
So I was with my cousin at that time, innit?
Right.
So this is 2005, so you're about 13 then?
Probably. I don't know how.
Finish the story, go on.
Yeah. So obviously I went back inside. Thought, oh shit, is done now, innit? Then little did I know that we had neighbours knocking on the door. So I was like, oh okay. Like, what's going on here?
So if your shed is caught on fire, why would it hit the neighbours to alert you, not you wouldn't see it through the
Did no one else in the
window?
household figure it out?
Nobody?
Were you home alone?
No.
Who else was in the house?
I had like relatives over. Had all the family over.
So nobody saw the fire in the garden, but a neighbour saw it.
Wait, where were the relatives sitting?
So we were all in the guest room.
Okay, and that's got no window to see that all this.
Well, the guest room's on the front of the house.
Right, so the kitchen would have been at the back. So you're telling me you've got relatives over, your mum's not in the kitchen, like
The
maybe
majority of the kitchens are in the back.
The layout sounds very familiar to your current house.
Can't we just make a decision right now? Oh, actually, I want to hear more. I want to hear more of the lies, to be honest.
So you're saying the story's right, but the location's incorrect. Good one, mate.
No, so you're telling me you've got lots of relatives in your house,
Yeah.
and there's nobody in the back kitchen who would have seen the fire on the shed.
0.
And also, I don't think there's been that many brown people in a house in Sheffield since 2005.
Yeah, this story is full of holes.
Yeah.
One of the biggest holes being the fact that your neighbour had to alert you to the fire when your mum or any other person would have been in and out of the kitchen carrying jar, juice, and all that stuff.
Let's hear. Okay, how did your neighbour alert you? What did you do?
So they knocked on the front door. They said, excuse me guys, have you got like a fire going on?
So, excuse me, half of your shed's on fire, the tree's on fire, and he's that calm about
His
it.
neighbour comes around and says, you didn't invite me to Lordy?
So they said, yeah, listen, is you starting like a fire or something like that? I said, no, like, what's happening?
So it was you that the neighbour first spoke to?
No, this is like my brother.
And where were you at this point?
So I was like,
peeking around the
I
corner?
was just in the back, yeah. I was like, yo, what's going on? Because I think I might have something to do with this.
Right.
So then
So the neighbour is saying, oh, have you guys started a fire, when he clearly sees there's nobody in the garden, the shed's on fire. That's what the neighbour's response is. Let me check if they've done it on purpose.
Well, the neighbour's house is quite lower than ours. Like the fence, you got a fence, and then
Yeah.
their house is like quite low. So
Yeah.
it could be that they've seen the smokes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the house is so low that he can't see he just sees the fire, that's it.
And once that happened,
Yeah.
did you own up to the mistake, or what happened?
Yeah, so I did own up to the mistake. So I just ran upstairs in my room, and
Also, a big hole in your story, you said that the house was quite low. Sheffield is not hilly at all.
Right.
it is.
What kind of observation is that?
So you run upstairs. Does one of your family members chase you upstairs? What happens? Like, how does it eventually come? Like, how do they find out it was you?
So I went upstairs, right? Because I just felt shit, right? Shit, man, this is basically complete, man.
Right.
So I went upstairs.
Why still raging?
Turns out there is the shed is actually half like on fire. Like there's smoke coming out the shed. Like it's only from all the shed, I'd say probably at least about 20% is on fire. So it
So
wasn't.
that's not half then, is it?
I didn't say half, right?
You just said half.
Yeah.
The shed was on fire.
So there's like a bit of it on fire. It's smoking up and stuff. And the worst thing is that there's one of those like big gas containers that you have for like cooking your own tadka at the back or something.
Yeah.
The worst thing is we had one of those in the shed. So that
Nobody
was-
keeps them in the shed
Why not?
because it's not safe to keep in the shed. No, can't carry on.
Yeah, good story, mate. So that was in the shed, and that was the worst thing. And so obviously I'm upstairs. The fire brigade have been called for some reason. Obviously the neighbours probably thought like there's something big going on.
Might be because of the fire, mate.
And then obviously they put it out, and that was the end of the story.
So when was your shitter scheduled in?
Shortly thereafter. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
What do you reckon, boys?
This is a complete lie.
Is that you reckon? Okay. Well, it is actually true, guys.
Fuck off. You fucking asshole.
Are you like that, bitch?
Yo, we've actually flopped this. We've been wrong how many times?
Nearly all times.
Nearly every single
Apart from Emirates.
Apart from Emirates, yeah.
Right. This prop has always been in my dad's car, and if it's not in the mirror, can I start that again? Sorry. I'm just like, there's no commas, so I can't don't know where to pause.
This is like, when the teacher asks you to read something.
Innit? It's like,
And your boy's reading.
this prop has no, I'm not ready. I'll take the piss.
He's got the card upside down.
Innit? There we go. No, that's a bit better. Isn't it?